chase Yaki with the blue futon out of the box or out of the wall or whatever you want to call it, even though it's on the wall, but I watched it via Voodoo, is The Toll. Have you heard of it? Probably not. It's one of the ones that went straight to DVD, and with the pandemic, I'm pretty sure it was delayed for a couple of years. But anyway, The Toll. Is it worth your time? Should you pay this toll? Let's find out. The Toll. What is this about? Well, it's pretty simple. A rideshare person needs to pick up someone from the airport, and what do you know? They go down this road, Nickelodeon, and they are going in circles because the toll man needs a toll, and the toll isn't a quarter, isn't a penny, isn't a silver dollar, isn't a $2 coin, isn't a Susan B. Anthony coin. No, it is someone's soul, and now in doing so, the toll man is putting these two people up against each other to try to kill each other because one needs to die if they want to get out of this weird dimensional rift. So what I like about this movie, well, this is a very low budget horror film, and you can kind of tell it is, and I have nothing wrong with that. A lot of these Lionsgate movies that come out that are kind of straight to DVD and go to Voodoo for a little bit for a couple of weeks are very low budget, or they kind of go to that like South by Southwest or the smaller film festivals, which I'm okay with because I think these smaller budgets prove what people could actually do with a small budget. And if you could succeed and with a budget like less than $1 million, kudos to you to making a good movie that's believable. This movie almost did it. Full stop. It was not me by myself. It was me and a girl watching this film. You're wondering, why are you bringing that up, Chase? Well, it's going to happen because of the ending of this film. So anyway, leading up to it, it is very slick of them going to these different dimensions where this toll man is like putting their brains of saying what they're mentally thinking of, like, is this person actually crazy? Is this person actually trying to kill me? And vice versa with both the man and female in this movie. Of course, with this movie, you have the rideshare aspect of the guy being the rideshare, the woman in the back coming from the airport. Of course, in the very beginning, you have about, oh, the guy's a creep, the guy's trying to kill her, yada, yada, yada. He has a bow and arrow because he likes to hunt. He's a creep, he's a rapist, he's a bad guy because he's a man. And with that, it kind of changes throughout the story, saying, you know what? I thought of you wrong because you were a man and you were creeping me out, and I thought you were doing this, you're playing a prank. So I said, okay, we are actually going to the territory of not all men are bad, and sometimes men are wanting to help. However, the last 10 minutes of the movie goes so Me Too, something that makes no fucking sense for this movie, The Toll. It doesn't need to happen. Like, if they went the whole route of them teaming up and something happening, would make both, I think, men and women in this, people watching this, like the movie more. But of course, they go the whole trope of men bad, men bad, men bad. It was this is so sloppy. It was a sloppy ending. It was cheap. It was disgusting. When movies like this happen, where you have a good premise and in the last 10 minutes they go so cheap, so easy, just I feel like that's why they got the movie made, because the person read the script and like, okay, I've seen it before, but the last 10 minutes, men bad. Yeah. And I understand that if you have a premise where it makes sense that the man is bad, but what they decide to say and do about this person makes no sense about today's day and age and how someone could get away with it with the rideshare apps with people having cameras in their cars. You're just like, no, it was so cheap, so lazy, and just so not needed. So The Toll, do I recommend it? Absolutely not. The ending truly, truly ruined this movie. If they had the ending a little bit, normal, even if they had one person die, both people survive and have a different twist to it, I think that'd be such a better ending than what they decided to do. And because of that, me and the girl who watched it absolutely hated this movie because of that ending. So the toll will receive a 1 out of 5 with Futon, so it equals at 20%. So see the critics' news scores gave this film. So the critics a 63% with 24 of them, and the audience score a 56% with 50 of them, and there is no critic consensus. It just doesn't make sense why you would go that route. Just so it's cheap, sloppy, and lazy. But I guess I just hated it a lot more than a lot of these other people because the critics are in the positive. So good for you, man hating critics. So anyway, do you agree with the 63%? The 56% are my 20% chase factor with the blue futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this blue futon utopia. You blue futonians, thanks for watching and have a great day. And have you ever had to pay a toll? I have. Via Texas, Kentucky, I think, Florida.